Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I guess we're gonna call this the Baseball Replay Journal after dark or after midnight or something like that. It's not that late, but it still is pretty late. So what we're gonna do is probably something I shouldn't do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I need to change controllers here, so you're gonna see the thing pop up. There we go. Because I don't want to use a Genesis controller to play an NES game. So we're gonna play some Quattro Sports Baseball Pros. The reason why we're going to do this is because I think this is the last baseball game that I have not played on the NES. As far as games technically available in the United States are concerned. We have teams from all over the world. How about that? Well, we got to be the Tokyo Bullets. And we'll play against the Los Angeles Limelight. So there we go. Let's see what this game is all about. I've never played this before. This is the last US released NES baseball game that I've never played before. So we'll see what this is like. I'm not making any promises, huh? Okay, there we go. Man, the controls are delayed in this game. So I hit a home run on the first pitch. Or second pitch, I'm sorry. I guess the first pitch I missed. So it's pretty cool how it gets the home run sign to dance around like that. What's not so cool is that it takes that long to round the bases. What's really not cool is that I'm swinging this late after I push the button. Okay, so the big question I have right now is where does this game fit on the suck meter, right? Like, is this game as bad as like Bo Jackson Baseball, right? Where do we put this when it comes to, you know, the bad games? This is definitely among the bad games. This is worse than Tecmo Baseball, I'll tell you that. You ever seen a 2-3-6 put out on a caught stealing? Now you have. And this music, man. Oh, wow. So I don't know much about this Quattro Sports or, you know, exactly how they did things. There were a couple of companies that made unlicensed NES cards that because they couldn't get past the lockout technology, like they would have you like plug in another card on top, or sometimes they would short circuit the system. I don't know which one this is. Anyway, this game really is not good. Wow. I mean, seriously, man, imagine like actually changing your time around so that you can play this. That's what I'm going through right now. What's that black thing? Is that the umpire? That's sort of like sitting in the middle of the diamond. Anyway, yeah, I've got to say that this has some of the worst controls I've ever seen in a baseball game. But check out what you can do when you pitch. I don't want to get it. So, you know, I've talked before about how you want to have a fielding angle where like the player can actually see like what's going on. This game is a really good example of how that could like not work. Run out, tagged out, okay. So, as always, like, one of the questions I have is, like, do I want to make, like, a full video on this game? I might end up doing that. I was thinking at first that I wasn't going to do that. Oh, man, look at that. What I don't think I'm going to end up doing is I'm probably not going to end up playing this game more than once, because this is like super, super bad and, you know, unplayable. I mean, the fielding in this game is absolutely atrocious, and like, good luck trying to control anything, man. This is just bad. Alright, change. There we go. So it said right there that I've already been playing for 11 minutes, but I've actually been playing for about like 5. And why do they have a picture named Stacy? Is this Baseball Stars? Wow, the picture has to turn all the way around like that? That's hilarious. Anyway, I have seen people who have said that this is the worst baseball game on the NES. I don't think it's the worst, but this is definitely among the worst. This is one of the worst games I've ever played. I mean, it's just tedious, tedious, tedious. But for it to be the worst, it would have to have a lot of things that are even worse. Now, you know, the fact that there's almost no sound effects definitely is not helping this game. And this music is like death to my eardrums. But at least it changes when you hit a home run, so that's something. So now we have a 3-1 lead. Please tell me that there's a mercy rule in this game, so I can just score a bunch of runs and then we can be done with it. So the nice thing is that the computer can throw curveballs. That makes it a little bit better than our good friend Major League Baseball by AVGN. But that makes it only slightly better than that game. Like, I don't know, why do they even have like a time of game feature on the scoreboard if it's not gonna work? And just like the way that these guys turn around and stuff is just, it's just bad. Like, I mean, what it feels like to me is it feels like this is a game that was made by somebody who had never played a video game before. Now, part of the problems I've been having with this game is not necessarily the fact that I'm like really bad at it, but remember I haven't played this before. A lot of these problems are actually because the game's really unresponsive. So like, your fielder has to be activated before he can like do something. And unlike, you know, a good game like Baseball Stars, when you get like a piece of the plate like that, it's not called a strike, it's just a ball. Oh man. You know, that home run logo bouncing around like that, it's like an old-fashioned computer virus. That's what it feels like. It's like you put this thing in your NES and they're like, ha, we have control now. And the thing is, when I pitch, I can't, you know, like slightly control, jeez. I can't slightly control my pitches at all. Like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the ball to curve like slowly, you know, like a little bit over the plate and hit the corner. But instead of that, it's like you either don't throw a curve at all or you throw a curve that goes like way outside. That's not a good sign. Also, whether you hold down or not doesn't really matter. You throw a fastball no matter what. Okay, so some stuff does work though. You can still do like pickoff moves and stuff. Okay, I've got to do a video on this game. That solves it. I have to do some research into this game. We have to do a video on it. This game's just too good. So the computer is going to call it, try to put in a new pitcher every single inning. Interesting strategy. Oh, you like that? I didn't even get halfway to first base. 9-3. Man, that's a slow runner. Try to drag a bunt, huh? Good luck. Not only was that a slow runner, that was our leadoff hitter. Our leadoff hitter was that slow. Go, 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 go. Ah, shoot. Dude, there's just no chance. There's no chance. He had to literally turn his body around. It's crazy. It's like he's walking. It's like he's out for a stroll between second and third. Give me control of someone. There you go. Oh, I came so close to catching it. All right, yeah, there's definitely, this is the next video game video I'm going to do, because there's definitely enough material here to talk about. You know how, like, in a good video, baseball video game, you'll have, you know, the shadow that tells you, like, where the ball is and where you're supposed to go to catch it? I just love that. So in this game, instead of that, like, I don't know, they're trying to be realistic or something with it. Like, the shadow is really deceptive. Oh, man. Do I have to just throw the ball down the middle? Apparently I do. Play at the plate. Oh no. We just missed it. Alright, let's see if we can lose by 10. That was a ball. So yeah, the thing is, it looks like I really suck at fielding in this game, right? But the truth is that fielding in this game is impossible, because you cannot get control of the guy you have to get control of. That's the problem, right? Like, so I'm supposed to get control of, you know, I don't know, some other guy. I just can't get control of him. I'm not, like, the right fielder is not activated until the ball gets to a certain spot. And so you just have no control and you give up a base hit. Man, this game sucks. And like in that case, I have control of the right guy, and then it gives me control of the other guy. Wow. Throw it that way. There you go. Like, I'm not sure what the computer's trying to do. Why is it trying to steal home here? What does it think it's going to accomplish? All you have to do is hit the ball, because nobody can field it. Anyway, we're going to give up a whole bunch of runs here, I'm guessing, mostly because of defensive indifference. As in, I'm becoming very indifferent about how exactly I play this game. That was close. Yeah, this computer's pretty aggressive, isn't it? It's trying to steal on every play. So what I wanted to tell you is, you know, Midnight Baseball or whatever. I remember back long time ago, I had this job working in the Salt Lake City area for the old newspaper agency corporation. I would help them take newspapers off the presses over to the homes of paperboys. This was like a midnight job. And I would go over and, because it was late at night, you could pick up AM radio from all sorts of different places. And so I could pick up KNBR from San Francisco. And so I'd be driving around Salt Lake City listening to Midnight Baseball. They would do replays of Giants games. This was 2003. And so that's my big memory of driving around and listening to Midnight Baseball. That job, I had to be there. It was like 11:30 at night or something like that it started, and it would go until like 4 or 5 in the morning. I was 18 and thought that I could do anything. In retrospect, it was actually really dangerous. I can remember driving home on the freeway and coming very close to falling asleep, which is something you don't want to experience. It's not the sort of experience you want to have. No matter how like invincible you think you are, you don't want to be doing that. That wasn't in the truck. It was in like my parents' car or whatever I was driving to get there. Anyway, the other story I have about that is the time that I went all the way over to the paper route and was like, how come everything's so dark? And then I realized once I got to like the neighborhood that I didn't have my lights on. It's all right. I mean, it's like, 2 in the morning or something like that, or 1 in the morning, whatever time it was. Like, there's nobody out anyway. Anyway, so that's my story of that. That's Midnight Baseball for you. That was a lot more exciting than this. So I would go around listening to John Miller and listening to him talk about Barry Bonds and stuff like that. It was great times. Dude, this guy almost got thrown out at second base, even on like what should have been a double. I mean, it's ridiculous. So what I'll tell you about this game is that it's a real sanity check, right? Like, it's a check to see how long it takes before you will go insane from the sound of this wonderful music. Oh, looks like we get a grand slam as well. So take that. Anyway, so far I would say that like the biggest problem with this game, by the way, I have not noticed the computer throwing any actual curveballs yet, so it's got that in common with our LJN friend. The thing I'll say about this game is that the computer cannot manage its own lineup because it's putting in relief pitchers like crazy. Some of the players, the slower players, are so slow that they're unbelievable. Like the slow. Oh no, he can throw a curveball. I'm sorry. My apologies. He actually can throw a curveball. So yeah, the slow players are like really slow. The timing on swinging is like insane. Like that third strike, for example, I swear I made contact with the ball, but it doesn't matter. And if you try to curve the ball at all, you end up throwing this pitch that's like, like nowhere near. That was a fair ball. You end up throwing a pitch that's nowhere near anything. Fair and foul balls don't really seem to make much of a difference in this game. You can't control your fielder. Your guy has to like turn around slowly to be able to throw the ball. I'm not sure how many innings we're gonna make it through this game. Maybe we'll make it through a complete game. I don't know. So that wasn't a force play. Okay, so this game also gets the basic rules of baseball wrong. Yeah, I think we've got our edition for like the 5 worst NES baseball games of all time. Alright, come on, Clev. Well, it's a good thing they have Clev, huh? I was a little bit worried there for a second. Good job, Clev. I should have thrown to first. We could have got Clev out. Well, the computer is really aggressive when it comes to base stealing, man. It's Billy Martin aggressive. Dude, what happened to that? What happened to that pop-up? It like changed directions in midair. This is amazing. Yeah, so this game doesn't understand force outs. This is like the basic rules of baseball do not apply in this game. I can't have the first baseman, it's not allowed. Oh, can we get him? Oh, so close. Boy, that was a classic baseball move. It's another one of those inside-out base hits. It looks like it's a foul ball, and then all of a sudden it's fair. You gotta be kidding me. So, you know, normally the nice thing about NES baseball games is that when you really get into it, you can kind of like pretend that, like, you know, you got a storyline going on or something like that, and you start having real fun with the game. In this case, there's not much you can do. This is just bad. Bro, you don't have any pitchers left. Oh, this is classic. I want to see if they try to change pitchers again. Greatest baseball game of all time. Oh man. Alright, unlike the computer, we're actually going to run the bases. No, go back, moron. No, I was safe, bro. Someone paid off this umpire, jeez. Oh, that's a fair ball. When it was hit the other way, when the computer hit it, that was fair. This game is rigged. When I was a kid, I used to get really upset with the NES, and I'd be like, the Nintendo is cheating. Oh yeah. Who's bad? Who's bad? Alright, so we've been playing Quattro Sports Baseball, whatever it is, for about 25 minutes now. It's only getting better. This is a great game to play late at night. In fact, if you're playing this game, you need to be either inebriated or very, very tired, or preferably both. In fact, this is probably the ultimate drinking baseball game. Dude, what? Let's see if I can get myself out of this pickle. The worst rundown of all time. Oh yeah, we did it. Do you see that? That's not luck, that is skill. That is absolute skill. That is a great YouTube baseball moment. I expect to see that on ESPN tomorrow. Do they still do that thing on ESPN where you can like nominate a play from like an amateur game or something like that? Because if they do, I want you guys nominating that one. Yeah, I've changed my mind. This music's wonderful. And the controls in this game are just absolutely fantastic, let me tell you. I love how I have like 3 different players, you know, wake up individually. Yeah, but okay, yeah, you know, like I said, though this game's not necessarily much to write home about, I need to do a video on this game. This game's hilarious. Well, he scored before we never saw the ball come down. I think it's still rising. It's alright, we got him. It's only a 16-run lead. Get him, go, 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 go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Did you see that? That's another all-time classic. I've been threatening to take like highlights and put them up on like Twitter and other places for people to enjoy and as advertisement. I need to actually start doing that. This game's got tons of them, man. This game is just absolutely beautiful. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. Okay, I'm thinking that I may, at the end of this half inning, this may be it, because I don't know how much more of this I can stand, and this is going to be like a half hour long. I know that this is like epic, but like, seriously? I was still almost thrown out at first after all that. Oh man. Yeah, this is an all-time bad game. There's got to be some sort of great story behind this. There has to be. And the big thing I want to know is how did they get past the lockout chip? They must have done something really amazing. Considering what the quality of their programming is like, it must be an epic story. So I know that there are other games on this card. There's like 3 other games with other sports. My understanding is that this is the best of the 4, which does not say anything good about the other games. I love how the crowd is nothing but like a bunch of like sand. I guess that's what that is. Throw it over here, bro. Oh yeah. Go, 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 go. Crap. Alright, we're gonna do this trick again. Come on, come on, come over, come over, come over, scaredy cat, come over. Come over, come on. Oh no, they're gonna get me. This is seriously the worst rundown in any baseball game I've ever played. So I bet you weren't expecting that you would spend your Wednesday night watching me run back and forth in a rundown on Quattro Sports Baseball. Pro Baseball or whatever it's called, Baseball Pros or something like that. Bro, that's not fair. You can't throw that fast. Alright, well, unfortunately, as much fun as I want to continue with this 27-13 shellacking, this video is almost a half hour long, and I think that we probably need to say goodbye to Quattro Sports Baseball. But there you have it. Now you've seen it, now you understand it. Get ready, probably not next week, probably the week after, I'll do a video on this game. We'll do some research and try to figure this out. Boy, this is the great all-time epic of baseball games, let me tell you. Oh boy, stay away from this one. Talk to you later.